Florida's west coast. 600 sunshine miles stretching from Pensacola to Naples along the beautiful Gulf of Mexico. Florida's Gulf Coast is different, and thousands of delighted visitors are discovering the fun of a Florida Gulf Coast holiday. Many fly down and then rent a car so they can take the full tour in leisure and comfort. Pensacola, in northwest Florida, site of the first attempt to establish a European colony in North America. Fort Pickens State Park, historic guardian of Pensacola Bay, where the second shot of the war between the states was fired. Here was imprisoned the famed Apache chief Geronimo, where little boys peek into history, can be distracted by the sounds of the jet age. The Blue Angels. From nearby Pensacola Naval Air Station. This is the Annapolis of the Air, where Navy pilots are trained. The 100-mile coastline between Pensacola and Panama City is known as Florida's Miracle Strip. It's lined with sugar-white beaches and sand dunes. Stop anywhere here for a quick dip in the Gulf. Or join the fun with the crowd. A brief drive and you're in Tallahassee, the state capital. The Capitol building, high on a hill overlooking the city. A modern city which still retains its antebellum charm. Home of modern progressive Florida State University. Killarn Gardens State Park, a gift to the people of Florida, where each spring thousands stroll among blooming camellias, flowering trees, and azaleas. Across the historic Swanee River that Stephen Foster never saw, yet immortalized in song. To the crystal clear waters of Rainbow Springs, where submarine boats take you on a 2-mile underwater cruise into a wondrous new world. Through individual portholes, you get a fisheye view of a fairyland such as these rainbow-tinged gardens. Often you can see colorful halos about the ferns, and a myriad of curious fish looking at you. And how would you like to hook this 12-pound bass? From Rainbow Springs to Weeki Wachee, Spring of the Mermaids. Fed by a huge underwater spring, Weeki Wachee has the largest underwater theater in the world. Seated 16 feet below the surface, you watch graceful costumed mermaids swirl through an underwater show which has all the precision and props of a Broadway production, climaxed by the beautiful and intricate ballet of the depths. The huge arena is also the home of thousands of colorful fish, who, like the fish of ancient times, are friends of the mermaids. Weeki Wachee ballets feature its trademark, the adagio, and the show closes with a curtain of bubbles. Then, on down US 19 to the huge, populous Tampa Bay area. The Tampa Bay area embraces Tarpon Springs, Clearwater, St. Petersburg, Tampa, Palmetto, Bradenton, and Sarasota. This is northern Tampa Bay, including Tarpon Springs, whose Greek background and traditions give it a Mediterranean air and charm. The Tarpon Springs Sponge Fleet is the only one in the Western Hemisphere. Visitors can watch divers, usually of Greek heritage, be fitted into diving suits and go down for sponges. The Tampa Bay area is one huge resort with gleaming new hotels and motels and miles of beautiful beaches washed by the blue Gulf of Mexico. Outdoor sports flourish in the Tampa Bay area, such as deep sea fishing on party boats, which range far out into the Gulf and always bring back catches which make wonderful pictures. Tampa Bay abounds with huge tarpon, prize catch of all fishermen. Let's watch this battle between girl and tarpon. It's an even fight. They weigh about the same. The girl has won, a prize catch she'll never forget. Horse racing in modern, comfortable surroundings is enjoyed by thousands of bay visitors and residents. Here comes the bunny. They're off. The Gulf Coast has many modern dog tracks. The state receives a sizable part of the proceeds, which are used for education and special university scholarships. Highlight is one of the fastest, most grueling sports. Visitors who have never seen it before marvel at the speed, skill, and stamina required of the players. A highlight match operates roughly on the principle of a turn-down tennis tournament. Most Major League Baseball teams have long trained in Florida, many of them in the Tampa Bay area. Loyal boosters from all over the nation gather here every spring to see their favorites play, while it's still snowing up north. Golf is rapidly becoming the most popular participating sport in Florida, and the many challenging courses are creating a new type of tourist, the man who flies his family down for even a weekend. Golf in Florida is a year-round sport. The hundreds of miles of waterfront make boating a natural family recreation. Water skiing is for all ages. Let's see how it's done. Fun, isn't it? And here are the real pros of water skiing, from world-famous Cypress Gardens. He doesn't even need skis. Cypress Gardens is the nation's water skiing capital and offers daily shows featuring outstanding skiers, such as these graceful nationally known aquamaids. Busch Gardens in Tampa, featuring 35,000 tropical plants, a show with exotic performing birds, and the world's longest escalator. This is Tampa, industrial giant of the West Coast. Spanning 15 miles of Tampa Bay is the Sunshine Skyway, taking the traveler from St. Petersburg to Manatee County, which is conquistador land, where Hernando de Soto first came ashore in Florida. This reenactment is typical of the many festivals held year-round throughout Florida. Where De Soto once sailed, we now find weekend sailors. Hold her, mates. That was a close one. Since Florida children practically grow up on water, they start early learning water safety in prams, small, safe sailboats. Pram fleets are community programs usually sponsored by local merchants. Outboard racing is popular. The placid bay waters are perfect for high-speed performance and attract thousands of outboard racing fans. Shuffleboard is also a major Florida sport. It's a game requiring skill, a sharp eye, and sure hand. Popular with all ages. And at the beach, things are bouncing. Tampa Bay's many fine beaches and a wide selection of accommodations make the Gulf Coast a perfect family vacation area. Horn's Cars of Yesterday, located between Bradenton and Sarasota, has a priceless collection of ancient cars in good running condition. One feature is a spin around the grounds in this hardy antique Cadillac. Watch the birdie. Wait till the folks back home get a load of this. Welcome to Sarasota Jungle Gardens. You'll be greeted by colorful macaws and see a fantasy of jungle, friendly exotic birds, and a panorama of beautiful flowers. The jungle's famed marching flamingos. Make way for the marching ducks. Hello there. This golden-crested crane is one of the many strange birds you'll meet at Sarasota Jungle Gardens. The stately flamingos love to be photographed, especially in this beautiful setting. From Sarasota to Venice is a short drive to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus winter quarters, where visitors are welcome to see the elephants and watch highly trained horses polish their acts for the long summer tour through the north. West Coast beaches are treasure chests for shell collectors. Some 300 unusual, colorful varieties can be found on Sanibel and Captiva Islands. Deep down the Gulf Coast to Fort Myers, a resort city and home of a huge shrimp fleet, which ranges far out into the Gulf. Edison's winter home in Fort Myers, now a museum, where visitors can see lovely botanical gardens and a large collection of Edison's historic inventions. Do you recall he invented the movie projector? Many of Edison's early light bulbs are on display, and they still burn. Visiting the Edison home is a walk through American history, an opportunity to see what his genius gave the world. On to Naples, home of the Caribbean Gardens with 8,000 rare orchids and 800 tropical birds. The Toucan welcomes you to this 30-acre paradise of natural Florida beauty. These performers make up the only trained waterfowl show in the world. Now watch this. He picks only the red flowers, never misses. This fellow isn't quite so accurate. Good thing the eggs are rubber. For all ages, the Caribbean Gardens are an endless delight. From Pensacola to Naples, the west coast of the Sunshine State is a wonderland of beauty. Sunshine, attractions, and fun for vacationing families. It's old in history and tradition, yet young in spirit. Memories of this ideal vacation land will be treasured long after your visit to this part of the wonderful world of Florida. Your Gulf Coast holiday.